What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and we've received word that AOC and the squad want to include new provisions in the stimulus bill, and they're saying even if they can't get them in there, they want to find other ways to get those provisions out to people. Now, in addition to that, as you know, right now, Senator Joe Manchin is calling to have the stimulus bill cut down and provisions removed. Well, I've got AOC's response to that in today's video as well. And this is your stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, for those of you that follow me here on the channel, you already know that when that $3.5 trillion stimulus package was released, that I let you guys know right away that that original draft was going to change significantly, because we see that as the bill goes through the legislative process, the Senate, the House, as it goes on and the legislative text is drafted, before it is finalized and signed into law, that a lot of changes will take place. Now, when it was released, there was a lot of popular provisions that people wanted to see that were not included in the bill, such as that fourth federal level stimulus check. We had tons of proposals from bills to have it included, and it was not. Also, that federal unemployment extension, even though AOC proposed a bill and Senator Ron Wyden proposed totally revamping the entire unemployment system, those were not included as well. And I let you guys know that new proposals could get added in, and they also could get taken out. And this could happen literally days before it is officially signed into law, as we saw with that second federal level stimulus check getting added in literally days before former President Donald Trump signed it into law. And also, we could see eligibility requirements change as well. Well, you guys, we've received word that AOC and the squad have said they wanted to add in another provision. Take a look, you guys. AOC and Omar crank up the pressure on Biden to release student loan memo, cancel debt, but they're saying they don't think it's going to get added in, so they're calling on Biden to do it on his own. And also, at this time, as you know, Senator Joe Manchin is saying we need to cut it down. As a matter of fact, there's 3 family priority policies in there. Pick your favorite one and get rid of the other 2. Well, take a look at this, you guys. AOC slams Joe Manchin's demand to cut working family policies from the final spending bill, and I'm going to be sharing with you her thoughts on this in this video. So we're going to dive right in, get you caught up on the latest as of today, October 9th, 2021. But before we do, if you could do me a quick favor, just take a second. If you like and appreciate these updates, keeping you up to speed on everything that's going on, don't forget to take a quick second to just smash that like button. I would appreciate it. Helps out the channel a ton. Just lets the YouTube algorithm know that you appreciate the updates, and they're going to continue to promote my channel and my videos. Now, in addition to that, leave your comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this. Share this out if you think it's going to help out other people. And if this is your first time here, don't forget, hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. Come join the viewing community. Come join the Ram fam, we like to call it. I'll keep you up to date on all this stuff: stimulus, Congress, the economy, unemployment. And like I said, turn on that notification bell, because right now news is coming out by the hour, and I'm just uploading videos as soon as it comes out so you can stay up to speed right away. And also, if you got any specific questions that you want me to answer, I'm very accessible. It's easy to get a hold of me. All you got to do is shoot me a DM on Instagram at SteveRam3, and I go through all my own DMs. Give me a little time to respond because I get a lot of them, but I'll go through and I'll do my best to get you any answers to any questions that you got, you guys. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest that's unfolding right now, with provisions being added in, taken out, other means, all happening right now with stimulus. All right, you guys, so first up, link in the description below to this Business Insider article that came out that reads, AOC slams Joe Manchin's demands to cut working family policies from the final spending bill. Now, the article says that AOC criticized her fellow Democratic lawmaker, Senator Joe Manchin, on Thursday, following reports that the West Virginia senator is telling colleagues that progressives need to nix some of the policies aimed at helping working families from the party's final spending bill. Now, amid ongoing inter-party fighting over the massive reconciliation bill, Axios reported on Thursday that Manchin is demanding that progressive Democrats pick one of President Joe Biden's 3 policies and abandon the other 2. Now, the current iteration of the Build Back Better bill includes an expanded child tax credit, paid family leave, medical leave, and subsidies for childcare. But Manchin and other moderates' insistence on trimming the number of programs in the final package throws a wrench into a possible deal. And AOC had this to say. Take a look. Yes. The conservative Democrats' position is you can either feed your kids, recover from your C-section, or have childcare so that way you can go to work. But not all 3. All 3 makes you entitled and lazy. But fossil fuel money keeping RX prices high, and not taxing Wall Street are non-negotiable. Wow. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Now, reading on, it says a spokesperson for Manchin did not immediately respond to insiders' request for a comment, and Biden has already proposed cuts to the economic plan, down from its $3.5 trillion price tag to $2.2. But Manchin reiterated on Wednesday that he will not support a package that is higher than $1.5 trillion. Now, progressives like AOC, they are fighting to keep the proposed assistance programs in the final package by funding them on a shorter amount of time in order to lower the final price on the package. So they're saying keep all the provisions in, but we'll just fund it for a shorter duration. Now, while centrists in the party are opting for the opposite approach, saying that they want to cut down the number of programs and funding them longer, saying just pick one and let's fund it for a longer period of time. Now, the 3 working family programs that Manchin has targeted would likely cost around $1.4 trillion alone, according to Axios. With the expanded child tax credit, those monthly payments costing about $450 billion. The estimated cost of the family medical leave clocking in around $500 billion, and daycare subsidies and universal preschool costing around $450 billion. So you guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Should we cut some of these out? Should we keep them all in and fund them for a shorter duration to lower the overall price? Or should we pick one and fund it for a long time? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think is going to unfold. But you guys, we're also hearing that, take a look at this, link in the description below, AOC and Omar, the squad, they crank up the pressure on Biden to release a student loan memo and cancel debt, saying, listen, if we can't get this in the stimulus package, why don't you go ahead and do it on your own? Now, the article says that Squad Representative AOC and Ilhan Omar are leading their progressive colleagues in cranking up the pressure on President Joe Biden to release a memo exploring his authority to unilaterally cancel student debt. Omar led a letter addressed to Biden and Educational Secretary Miguel Cardona, calling on the administration to release a memo Cardona sent to the president regarding the cancellation of student debt by October 22nd. President Biden can cancel student debt with just the flick of a pen, Omar tweeted on Friday. Today, we are calling on the administration to release a memo on the student debt cancellation, cancel student debt. Now, federal student debt can be canceled with the flick of a pen, the lawmaker claimed in a letter. This authority is already being put to use, as it is currently being used to cancel the interest owned on a federally held student loans. Now, it is the time for you to honor the campaign pledge and use this authority to cancel all student debt, they wrote. The progressive group also asserted that the existence of student debt at all is a policy failure, even during times of economic normalcy. Student debt is a policy failure. Turning student debt payments back on in the middle of a pandemic is an act of policy failure. Canceling student debt is both morally right and economically sound thing to do, they concluded in their letter. Now listen to this though. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said earlier this year that the president does not have the power to unilaterally cancel student debt through an executive order, and that doing so would require an act of Congress. Now, Biden and his predecessor both used the Higher Education Act of 1965 to pause federal student loan payments during the pandemic, but whether the president could broadly cancel debt remains unclear. So just to clarify, you guys, they're calling him to do executive order. And a lot of people have asked this, not only for student loan debt, but also for stimulus checks and federal unemployment extensions. And we're hearing that that is a kind of gray area as far as legality and the president's authority. As you know, Congress holds the power of the purse, which means that any funding for provisions is supposed to go through Congress. Now, there are some workarounds. We saw former President Donald Trump provide a short-term extension of federal unemployment benefits. So we will see, you guys, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. They're asking President Joe Biden to do this, and Nancy Pelosi is saying that he can't. So you guys, that is the latest that's going on right now with provisions for the $3.5 trillion stimulus bill. And I will be sure to keep you up to date. Either way, whatever unfolds here, I'll let you know here on the channel. And with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second to smash that like button if you appreciate these updates. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell to stay up to date. And if you got any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, hope this reaches you well. I'll keep you up to date. I'll catch you in the next video. Have a blessed Saturday. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.